Hey, you ever wonder what's going on with this music video? Yeah, me neither. But we're here now, right? So let's color in the sketchy lines for another retro review. Alright, so right off the bat, we appear to be in a comic book of some sort of fierce motorcycle race. I mean, these competitors look intense. Let's get it. Despite the fact that we're racing up to 140 mile-an-hour speeds and everyone is sporting goggles, nobody seems to actually be using them. And now we're in this very 80s diner with a very 80s advertisement for ice cold milk. Nobody campaigned harder in the 80s and 90s in the leche industry. Janice here is skimming through the comic and there's a live hand protruding from it, which now appears to be attempting to grab her face. Rather than alert the authorities or literally anyone in the surrounding area about this supernatural experience, Janice opts instead to grab the hand and let it pull her into the comic book. Odds are you just live there now. You are now a comic strip, living out your remaining days in the crudely drawn lines of a book about motorcycles. Quick shout out to this drummer who is bringing all the enthusiasm one can with his single count snare slaps. Waitress Phyllis walks over and finds she's been hit with a dine and dash, and she is pissed. Rightfully so. She crumples up the stupid comic book and trashes it. And so Janice is just dead now, right? I'm not really an expert on supernatural comic book expansion, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But things get even more heavy now as our favorite sketchy dance partners are now being chased by what appears to be a moto cop from the 60s. I imagine we're supposed to view these guys as the villains, but maybe we start asking questions about Leather Jacket over here and figure out why these men are chasing this literal sketchy guy who just pulled a woman into another universe. Okay, Buddy's got a wrench now. And just when things couldn't possibly get any more dire, we cut to the happiest guitar player I have ever seen. Look at him, tickle those chords, huh? Ah, he's having a good time. Then, without warning, she's just inexplicably back in the diner, curled up next to the trash, looking like she just went digging through it. Rather than opt for an explanation, or at the very least a payment for her macchiato, she straight up dips again. I know we're supposed to be worried about Janice here, but can we get some consideration for this waitress? She is having a real tough Saturday here. She runs back home only to find the sketchy dude from the comic book is now in her room, and he is slamming his head against her bedroom walls. Like all of them. I mean, he's really going for it. By all accounts, Janice should be contacting authorities by now, but nope. She just gives a vindictive smile, and that's it. Video over. I feel like I ended up with more questions than answers here. Before, my only question was, why would a band ever choose the name Aha? But now I'm wondering who the sketchy guy is, why was he being chased by a bunch of throwback officers in a comic book, and how did he pull a fully living woman into it? And how did he escape? And why was his first move then to slam his head all over her bedroom walls? And why was she so cool about it? And where is he taking her now? I feel like we need a background check on Mr. Aha Stat. Aha? I don't know how to say that name. Nobody ever did. It was a stupid name. Stupid name. And that's it for this week's Retro Review. If you have a video, movie, or scene you'd like to see me take on next, leave it in the comments. I'm Castle, and I'll see you there.